My name is Vincent Ogutu. I love stories and people have beautiful stories.
Hello, good people. Hope you're doing well. In today's episode, we're going to talk and learn about becoming an author, and we also learn the books that Vincent has authored. I am sure by the end of this video, someone will want to get one of the books because you do not want to miss this tea. You're also going to tell us a brief of your books and the inspiration. So let's learn about becoming an author. Today, I don't have many questions. I want to learn. You never know.
Thank you.
I might become an author.
It is not difficult to become an author. To become an author, you need to have something that you really want to share. And having a book is a very great way of sharing either your expertise, your experiences, or just your stories. For example, for me, how I started being an author is I started sharing my life stories, my challenges, my struggles, my failures, and my successes. And when I was writing my first book, I thought that people would probably point fingers at you or judge you. And it's very interesting that people don't judge you. Because I would actually share that I scored an E in a subject known as statistics at the university. And it's the only E that I ever managed to get in any exam. And why this E is very special is that when I went back for masters, there was a subject of statistics. I had to work very hard because I knew this thing I got an E in the past, and I scored a C. When I went for PhD, there was a subject of statistics, and I was the class representatives, and I learned that in life there are things you cannot run away from. So you need to just face your challenges once for all. So I scored an A in statistics.
Amazing.
By just working hard.
A.
Yes, so I turned my E, which was a failure, to an A. Just showing that it can be done. And by sharing such uplifting stories, people learn that they can actually change their life based on their past experiences.
And also fix, maybe someone would have gotten that at that point and realized, my life is over. I cannot do statistics anymore.
Yes.
But you picked it and you ran with
Yeah, when
it.
you're challenged with life, sometimes you need to put in some effort. Not running away, put in some effort. And push back. Yeah, push back.
So what was your first book?
My first book is known as Life is Like That, Power of Life Contradictions. Now this is the same person who got an E in statistics, and now he has an A.
And in
the
PhD.
same.
Not even
Yes. And it is the same person.
Yeah.
So it just says mindset. You change your mindset. You create some consistency in some of discipline of studying, group discussions, and you learn.
Yeah.
So some of these things can be learned. If others are getting it, even you can get it if you put in an effort.
You just put in that extra effort.
So by sharing these stories about my life, I'm able to inspire others, give people hope, and actually showing that it can be done.
Yeah.
Then another interesting aspect is I was being robbed at gunpoint somewhere in Westlands by a gentleman on a motorbike. And when he approached, he had a gun and he was saying,
Silence.
keep quiet and give me what you have. And I told myself, no, I'm not giving my bag. I'm going to run. I used to play rugby. And I fell to the ground.
Oh, no.
And then something told me that you can still stand up and run because you used to play rugby. And I stood up and again I fell.
You fell again.
Yes. And then I shouted, Muizi, which means thief. And people came and the guys disappeared. So I saved my manuscript, I saved my house keys, and I saved the car keys and the laptop and everything. Nothing was stolen from.
Manuscript.
I had my manuscript
That
in the
was
laptop. The first book, yes.
So someone wanted to steal your dream.
So that's what. No, for me, I was not looking at the laptop. I was not looking at the car keys. I was not looking at the house keys. I was looking at saving the manuscript.
I know. It's your.
So
you're almost there.
Yes, you're almost there.
And then someone.
And then it's going to go. So when you share some of these experiences, they are not one of the best experiences to share, but people see that it can actually be done.
I think you are wrong when you say they're not the best experiences. It is what people relate to. The way what you went through is the same thing someone else is going through. How many times have you seen someone just being told to silence and you're showed a gun? That is something that happens every other day.
Yeah.
So someone else somewhere must have resonated with your issue.
Yeah, but it's a stupid way of responding or acting to something, because what if things went the other way?
Well,
People could actually argue that way.
yeah.
But for me, it didn't go that way. I saved my manuscript, and the manuscript became a book.
God knew your dream will not go to waste.
Sure.
Because now you would have started again.
Yes. So for you to become an author, the easiest way is to share your life experiences, your own stories, or share your expertise. If you are an authority in a certain area, you probably share that.
Okay.
And that becomes your first book. Yes. Okay. So you learn from that.
Okay.
Yes.
So if I have my manuscript,
Yes.
where do I go for help? Are
Once-
there institutions that teach, mentors, like you now that you're experienced, do you offer mentorship?
Yes, we mentor. We actually have an organization known as Aspire. Aspire stands for authors who are who want to publish by themselves. And through that association, we have a group of editors that could help improve on your manuscript so that it brings out the quality that is
Expected. That is
expected,
something you can sell.
good standard that
Yeah.
that can sell.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we work on the quality, and then we introduce you to printers who are able to
Do
print.
the book.
Yes.
Okay.
And through the association, we can even share with you how to go about marketing your book and earn from your sweat. Yeah.
So how many books have you authored?
I've authored 6 books.
Ah, amazing.
It has been quite a journey from 2015 until now. I've 6 books to my name. The first book was Life is Like That, Power of Life Contradictions. That has my life story. So I'm actually sharing my journey. Then the second book is about Sacked, So What?
Sacked?
Sacked, so
Oh,
what?
so what?
Yeah. If you lose your job, it's not the end of life. There is so much life
Yeah.
in front of you. So what the book recommends, and it has a lot of other people's experiences, different situations where people lose jobs through retrenchment, through just a job loss, being sacked, through retirement, through the company closing down. All those are ways by which there can be separation between you and your employer. So what the book is about is actually not about being sacked. It's about what do you do
If you're sacked.
if you don't have a job or you have lost your economic engine, which might even be a business, because there are stories about how you lose a business and how you come back up. Yes.
Like now during the COVID, so
Yes.
many people lost their business.
Yes.
You had a thriving business, then one day everything goes south.
And as you lose your business, others are losing employment.
Imagine.
Yes, so it's a two-way. Then the third book is actually Who Are the Top Billionaires? This was a product of 3 years of research when I was doing masters in entrepreneurship. I used to learn global businesses like the Windows, the Google, most of these big global businesses. And I was curious, we don't have dollar billionaires in Africa. So I embarked on a research study and I unearthed dollar billionaires doing business in Africa and have done business the right way. They are guided with one, good education. As much as people say that education is not important, it is important. Because if you're brought for a contract, do you understand what the contract says if you don't have some minimal education? So in my opinion, a diploma or first degree is necessary for you to run a business. You can read reports and understand. You can ask good questions as the business owner. The second thing is that they're actually solving a real problem in the marketplace. Like the person who started Airtel, by then it was Kensel, he was bringing mobile telephony into Africa, which was needed, but nobody was willing to invest with him. So he solved a real problem and he benefited from the same. Because when he sold off his business, he became a billionaire. He was solving a problem and made money in the process. And the last one is that there are people who operate with integrity, trust, and value. And those values have kept them in business. They don't believe in shortcuts. Doing business is a marathon. It's a lifelong experience or journey. That is why we have who are the top billionaires in Africa. And this book, I won an award under the Akaba is African Christian Authors Book Awards 2022.
Oh,
yes, under the business and finance category.
Wow.
This book.
Okay.
And then I was challenged. You're writing about billionaires, and there's some of us who have never even touched $1 million shillings.
Yes.
So I came up with lessons from the street.
Yes.
Lessons from the streets talks of normal kawaida businesses. The hawker, the taxi driver, the street vendor. After writing this book, one key lesson I gathered from this book is that money follows the flow of people. If you can determine the flow of people is the flow of money. Look at all matatus, the way they move. They move with people and they stop at different selected places where there are people. And where they terminate is either a market center or some very busy place. And when you look at the surrounding, you'll find so many businesses around the same. So it's an ecosystem. So the flow of people is the flow of money.
Very true, by the way, because if you look actually at also even the supermarkets, they are next to
The same.
stages.
Yes.
Next
Petrol
to where
stations,
it's
the same.
convenient for motorists.
Yes.
Next to where it's convenient for pedestrians.
Yes.
They have to be.
And you'll get a
aligning
barber
with-
shop, you will get a salon, you will get a supermarket, you will get an M-Pesa. All these within that small, even taxis, boda, all that will within the same.
Yeah.
So the flow of people is the flow of money.
Very true. Very
Yes.
true. Okay.
Yeah.
So if someone is just maybe completed Form 4 and they're interested in being an author, what would you advise them? Or even
It will
someone
be
who is
interesting
willing
for
to
them
but
that
wants to
they
write.
might start writing articles because newspapers also need content. If they can perfect their art, or probably telling stories or writing topical articles on what is happening around, because we even have authors for children books. Even those ones who are in school, they have something to share. If they can be mentored, they can be authors
So like
at whatever age.
in that community that you talked about, does it involve those people who do poems?
Yes, we have people who do poems. We have authors who do children books. We even have authors who have children programs. Like there is a lady who does, he has created maps, that maps can help children to learn. We even have an author who has games that help children to learn mathematics. It makes learning mathematics fun. So we have all sorts of authors that are actually solving a problem in the society. So everything is geared towards solving problems, empowering, inspiring, yeah.
Because I have a niece who is interested in poems. So, in my personality, I have a rule of you start mentoring them when you're young, when they are young, so that they can grow in it. You can't, when you see something in somebody, you want to
You hone it.
grow it.
Yeah, you grow it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think
That will be
that's a
great.
good
Yeah.
idea.
I'll leave my contacts and probably they can
Yeah, I will put the contacts
for-
on the description box.
for Aspire.
Yeah.
So that those who want to be mentored, those who want to write, or those who want to publish might get help.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.